following is an encore presentation of Distorted View Daily.
Experience the magic of reruns.
I feel it in my fucking cunt.
Feel it in your cunt.
Distorted View Daily proudly presents women strangling men with their thighs.
You got me stopped.
I did.
That's the fucking 50 minus!
That's it.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Libby, purple flame down in the pilot light. Look at that horse.
I like candy.
And they glory in such filth.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I haven't. Hey, Freaks, Tim Henson with you. Thank you so much for joining me. It is Friday, January 25th, 2013. You know what that means. It's National Crochet Day. I hope you all are learning how to do the popcorn stitch. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Listen, let's get back on track here. 2 minutes into the program, I've already lost my way. Do you have a great show as we end the week here? Would you like to win a brand new, kind of slightly soiled, lightly soiled Wii U? A $300 value, asterisk. That's brand new. I have used this thing twice, and I've decided I don't need it. I don't play enough video games. It is, for all intents and purposes, a new unit. It is the white model, because there is to be nothing black in my house. It's a mandate I have set forth. But it's very nice, and I'm going to also throw in new Super Mario Brothers Wii U. So you get a game, you get the Wii, everything you need to get started. It can also play Wii games. You can attach a USB hard drive to this bad boy, and you can download full-size retail games. They've got Nintendo finally has got their online presence right. You can download full games, all sorts of good stuff. It's got that crazy tablet controller where you can actually play, like with New Super Mario Brothers, for instance. Say you're playing the Wii U. Oh, and you're having so much fun, and then your bitch of a wife wants to watch Dancing with the Stars. Come on! You've been playing that game for the hours! So what you do is you just start playing it on the tablet, and you can let your bitch wife watch her Dancing with the Stars or whatever. So it's very cool in that regard. Full browser, Netflix, you know, it's, and the tablet can, like, sync with your TV, and you can use it as a remote and stuff. So there's some cool stuff with the Wii U. I'm not going to make this easy for you. Basically, there's going to be, like, a list of 6 or 7 things, maybe more, if I can think of them. 6 or 7 things that you're going to need to do. And you provide proof that you've done it. You'll be entered to win. Sideshow members will automatically get an entry, so you double your chances of winning, basically, if you sign up for the Sideshow or already, if you're already a member. I highly suggest you do that. If you go to distortedview.com, I've been working on the website, and there may be a link to some special savings. You can always tell when I'm hurting for money. That's when Sideshow specials go up. Yeah, go to distortedview.com. I've been working on the website. There's going to be a list of things that you're going to need to do. I'll put the complete list up on the website as soon as I'm ready. But if you want to jump start on this contest, one of the things you need to do is sign up for our new newsletter. Now, basically, it's on distortedview.com. On the left-hand column, it'll ask you for your name and your email address. And I promise not to spam you. I'm not going to sell your name and email address to anyone. At most, I'll send you, an email a week, maybe with some highlights from the show, links to our videos. I mean, it's not going to be anything X-rated. You don't have to worry about, nudity and shit. It's just going to be, show information. If I'm doing a live show this week or something, that information will be up there too. It's a great way to stay in touch with DV. So that's going to be one of the things you need to do. Then there's some other things, like you'll have to like us on Facebook. Obviously, you have to subscribe to the feed. You'll have to rate us and review us on iTunes. Basically, I'm bribing you to do what you're supposed to do anyway to help the program out. And one lucky winner will win a Wii U and a game. Again, I'm kind of officially announcing this contest just so you guys will, sign up for the newsletter, and you can get started on that. Full details, like I said, will be up on the website, and of course, I'll mention them here on the show. All right, listen, I've got a lot of audio to share with you. I love playing these dubbed animes, specifically the porno anime, the hentai or whatever. So here we go. I've got a new one for you. This one might be even more extreme than the clips I've played in the past. It involves a tranny. That's right. Jap tranny anime. Let's take a look.
No, little Ruo! No!
Tranny May. All right. Apparently we've got a brother and sister. The brother is going through a change of sorts. He's taking medication. He's got big old titties. Still has a dick, though.
Oh, no, sister. Do you want to play S&M? I will tolerate it if you're into that.
I have to stop right here for a second to just make this comment. I don't know if you watch the show Bob's Burgers on Fox. It's on Sundays. It's a very funny show. I think the tranny sounds a lot like the wife on Bob's Burgers, don't you? Let's hear that again.
Do you want to play S&M? I will tolerate it if you're into that.
I tied you up so you won't put your hands on me. I will kick you out if you do anything weird here again.
Since I made myself like this, my parents disowned me. So if you kick me out too, I'll have no place to go.
Then just don't do any weird things here.
Don't try to fuck me.
But I like you very much.
Oh, did I say they're brother and sister? I don't know if I mentioned that.
I want to do weird things too.
I see. Why don't we talk to Dr. Ogenki?
How much do you want to bet the doctor's going to prescribe sex?
Why don't you just have sex with him, Mr. Tase?
I swear to God, I didn't know that was coming.
But we are brother and sister.
Both of your parents are married, but you guys are not blood related to each other.
A loophole.
To have sex is not a big deal.
Maybe if he looked like he did before, but I won't now. This is too weird.
Back off, Fruko. Don't treat me like a monster.
I got an idea. Why don't you cut off your penis and become a real woman?
No way. I don't want to waste it. I see. You're just jealous of me because I have something you don't have.
By the way, the tranny looks exactly like the sister, which is kind of weird.
This big penis will never leave my body.
Are you a complete idiot?
That may be true. Mr. Tase may actually have a desire to have a penis on her.
You know, Ruko, you always wanted to have things you didn't have, but somebody else did have. How predictable.
All right. I will have sex with him. I will.
Wow, it did not take much to convince her to do this. They did that weird anime thing where, like when people are fighting or something in anime and the background is just like a bunch of streaks. That's exactly what she did. She ripped off her clothes. It's like fucking Dragon Ball Z.
I feel like I'm looking in the damn mirror.
This is surprising. They are just like twins even while naked.
And they're having sex right in front of me. He is a doctor, after all. He's seen a lot. She's licking his nipples.
Yeah, Ruo. Right there.
Stop that, you are Ruo.
Oh, sorry.
This might be.
Oh, no.
Now she's sucking his dick.
Oh, no, it's Ruko's clitoris.
Hey, my clitoris is not this big, you idiot. This is your damn stiff cock.
I see. Teruo can only feel pleasure by becoming Ruko.
Listen to that music. It's action-packed. This episode. Anime is so disgusting. It's like this. All you see is a close-up of this like tongue with like saliva all over it.
Seems ready. I guess it's time. Here we go. Come inside of me. all of a sudden?
Oh, I can't do it. I can't have sex with you.
Teruo is
A little too late. I mean, she's already licking your tits, sucking your cock. It's inside your pussy. You might as well, finish the job.
narcissist. He made himself look like his sister to love himself. This is very similar to the mentality of people who imitate TV stars. To make yourself look like a star is one kind of pleasure for people, but that will never get him out of the self-satisfaction world. I have seen this phenomenon many times before. That means it will never go beyond masturbation for Teruo's case.
I can only masturbate for the rest of my life? How can I live like that?
My life is over.
Why don't you live strong as a she-male?
Well, that's some pretty solid advice from the doctor. Moving on, speaking of solid medical advice, did you know there is a new method of contraception out there for men? So ladies, listen up. I know how you girls don't like to take the pill. It fucks with your body. I get that. But, condoms suck. You can't feel anything. You might as well take a mallet to your fucking penis. There is a solution. Take a listen. Tell me if you're interested, guys.
The fertility specialist who runs this clinic near Belgrade says during opening hours, men in search of contraception are lining up for an unorthodox form of shock treatment.
What?
Pacijent stavi svoje testice.
Dr. Sava Bojovic explains he sends a low-level jolted current through electrodes attached to the testicles. Sperm are effectively stunned to sleep for up to a month. The doctor
It's like a shock collar for your cock? Are you kidding me?
claims the treatment causes no permanent damage and thus appeals to all types of men.
I'm sorry, if you shock your balls or your cock, wherever this thing goes, and it stuns your sperm, you don't know that there's not going to be any sort of long-term effects. That doesn't seem right. Sperm typically don't go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Those who love their wives and want to protect them from having an abortion and getting hurt. Womanizers in the first place, but also those who love and adore their wives.
A battery-powered home-use version is already out in Belgrade, and investment permitting, the doctor hopes to see the device right next to the condoms in the world's drugstores very soon.
Well, there you go. Electrocute your testicles and knock those jelly babies unconscious. I wonder if it would work with my Rejuvenique mask. You know that crazy-looking, scary mask that has electrodes on the inside, and you wear this mask, and it shocks your face using the power of a 9-volt battery. I'm just going to stick my dick on it and see what happens. All right, look, ladies, if anyone's willing to try a little experiment with me, I want to try to get you pregnant after I zap my dick and nuts. Nothing weird's going to go on. I'm just going to try to impregnate you. It's all in the name of science. Any takers? Email me, show@distortedview.com. All right, a couple more pieces of audio, and then we'll get into the news. Oh, it's all filthy today. These clips are vulgar. All right, let's have a little competition. Who can gag on cock better? White women or black women?
People, they come in black and white, creamy light skin or dark as night. Who do you love? Who do you hate? Let's find out right now. No need to wait. It's black and white.
Cocksucking edition. Ting. Normally, the way the segment Black and White works is I pit blacks and whites together at their worst, and we determine which race is more recalculous. We have white people doing something stupid, and then black people acting stupid. And then, thanks to our good friends at MIT, our Blackulator Caucasiatron 3000 spits up an answer for us. So today's a little bit different. We're just going to focus on cocksucking. Who has the better cock-gagging technique? First up, whites. Why whites? Well, our black clip hasn't arrived yet. You know black people, they're always late. All right, so here we go. Here is a white girl choking on some dick. And by the looks of the screenshot here, she's also going to get slapped around. Yep, yeah, she's getting slapped. Tit slap, face slap, and then she's going to get on.
Now, what about your father? What would he say?
What was that? She doesn't even have the penis in her mouth, and she's starting to cough and gag. I think she was trying to say he'd be proud of me.
Now, what about your father? What would he say? Yeah. You think you watch it?
Nope.
No.
Stick your tongue out. Lick my balls.
Oh, God.
Yeah, stick your tongue out.
That's hard, man. She's sucking this guy's dick, trying to get the whole penis in her mouth and sticking out her tongue. So when her face is buried in this guy's pubes, when her mouth is completely taking this whole penis, she's going to then lick the balls as well.
Turn around.
Good job.
The old crevasse. Go ahead.
Oh, and ass licking?
There you go. Look at that. Ever eaten ass before? Never did?
What does it taste like?
Get in there good. Get in there like it's
Chicken right too.
Butterscotch. Butterscotch and poop.
just like that. That's it, yeah. Grab his cock and jerk his fucking cock off.
Oh, rusty
Slide it in
trombone.
his fucking ass.
This clip has, quite a variety of acts. I hope the Blackulator Caucasiatron takes that into consideration. Let's move on to our second clip. The blacks. Here's a girl taking a bunch of penises. Whoa! I'm guessing the computer will award this woman some extra points for taking so many penises. See, I thought the whites had it in the bag with the tit slapping and the great gagging audio, and then, of course, the rusty trombone driving her tongue right up that guy's ass while jerking him off. But don't count the blacks out. Here we go.
Yeah. Slap those titties with some dick. Slap that titty with some dick.
Y'all gotta put dicks all over this bitch. Get lower, Victoria, get lower.
Oh, I love it when black people talk. I think the Blackulator will take that into consideration as well.
I want your ass low. Keep sucking. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You got dicks coming off the motherfucking woodwork.
Dick on the brain, look at that.
My God, they're all so big.
Give him some ass to eat.
What?
Go crazy, baby. Go crazy. Find these dicks.
Look at me. Look at me.
Oh, there's a white in the mix there. It's mostly black people. The girl's black.
Hey, Class, you like your ass licked, man?
Sure.
Oh, what's going on here? The black girl's licking some ass as well. She's licking a white guy's ass. There's like a bunch of black dudes. This is getting interesting, isn't it? There's a bunch of black guys. She was taking turns sucking their dick. Not a lot of cock gagging, though. I'm kind of disappointed. But one of the few white people in the scene bent over and jammed his ass in her mouth. And this guy's ass is way more disgusting looking than the ass in the previous clip. Maybe she'll gag on that.
Oh my God. This little bitch is alright.
This is from a website named jizzmouthwash.com. That was the original name for this podcast, by the way. I'm so pissed off they got that domain before me.
Shining dick like she's shining diamonds.
You got 3 dicks. Go dick some dick. Make her go dick some
Now,
dick.
come on.
Get
Gag. Bitch.
Turn around right here.
You got 3 black dicks.
She's sucking a lot of dick.
Smear some ass. Look at it, beautiful. Look at it.
She's not going down very far.
Just gag you out. Real quick. Yeah, go to the next dick, bitch.
Come on. She wants to gag. They're really trying to jam it in her mouth.
Don't get tired. Don't slow down.
Behind the back,
Keep it going. Keep sucking. Open your mouth for a while.
Oh, there we go. Finally.
How's that throat? How's that throat, Tom? Lick that blue rag, bitch. Lick my blue rag, bitch. Lick my blue rag. Oh. Back in your mouth.
Lick my blue rag. I think that guy's in the Crips. Oh, a real thug. All right, I think we've heard enough. Enough information has been fed into the Blackulator Caucasiatron. I just have to hit enter and let it start processing. Here we go.
Beep. Boop. Beep.
It's processing now.
Beep. I'm blue. A da ball deep apple da bobble dee doo beep. Boop. Sheepoon. Establishing network connection. Recognizing matrix configuration. Processing results. Complete.
Here we go.
The race that can gag on a cock the best is whites. White.
Wow!
Caucasians are number one. White power.
Well, a solid win here on Black and White. Tim, why don't you tell the Caucasians what they've won? Thanks, Tim. Whites, you've won a sense of superiority, something your race hasn't felt since that darky took the highest office in the nation. Feel proud in knowing you're finally number one again at something, even if it is just choking on dick. Truth be told, all the cock-gagging in the world won't help with that pasty complexion, flat ass, and for you white guys, tiny penises. Whites, you've also won a year subscription to Ebony Magazine. Back to you, Tim. We were kind of thinking the blacks were going to win this one. It was quite an upset, wasn't it? On behalf of everyone here on Black and White, we'll see you next time. And remember, whether you're a honky or a homie, whether you're dark or light, your race could be the next winner on Black and White. Good night, everybody. Coming up today on the CW, at 4 o'clock, he's bold, he's opinionated, and he's sassy. Justin, with a few extra S's. Miss Trial is television's first daytime drag queen judge. Watch him dance on the bench, lip-sync his rulings, and let the guilty off with just a hand job. Then at 5 o'clock, a black man with a thick mustache bulges his eyes out and acts shocked. But first, the hit game show Dignity or Dollars returns with a twist. The contestants' parents now must watch the challenges. Today, will Tony masturbate to his collection of adult baby porn while his mom and dad stare at him with disappointment and disgust in their eyes? Can he walk away from $75,000? Find out next on a brand new episode of Dignity or Dollars. Tim Henson's wardrobe provided by the Clovant Fitters of Maine, makers of plus-size stretch pants and shirts for over 30 years. When your best is to simply give up, you want that Clovant look. Black and White is a Mark Goodson television production. All right, Black and White is really turning into a whole production, isn't it? Let's move on. Real quick, a couple more pieces of audio. We're running very late today. First up, balloon pussy punting. What? Yeah, this girl sticks a balloon up by her pussy, and another girl's going to kick it, pop it. Yeah. I don't know what's more painful, the balloon popping, because the first one here wasn't actually a kick. She just squeezed the balloon, and then, you know, I guess it stung her cunt. Right. Now the second one is going to be a balloon in between this bitch's legs, and another girl's going to kick it.
Leave the baby alone.
I'm very gassy today.
That's gone.
Oh, there it goes. Oh.
Oh, shit. Ow. Jesus.
This is kind of hot.
Ow.
This would be a good video for someone to watch on Dignity or Dollars while their parents stare at you. All right, you get the idea there. Now, the next clip is one that I played before, but a long time ago, and I rediscovered it, and I wanted to share it with you.
Oh yeah, rub that prostrate. Yeah. Oh yeah, rub that prostrate.
Girl's fingering this guy's ass, jabbing her finger in, really, and also jerking him off.
Oh yeah, push, rub it. Keep it on going, don't stop. Keep stroking. It's still blowing.
Rub that prostrate.
Milk it. And so is the air. You want a picture of that?
Why would she want that? Gaping asshole.
Just stop the camera.
No, that's all right.
Just gonna pass on that.
I got blood on my hands, honey.
Oh.
A little bit.
That's why you need to fucking cut your fingernails. This is stuff we learned in, Anal Penetration 101. I just want to hear the guy say prostrate again. Not my prostrate. Rub it.
Oh yeah, rub that prostrate. Oh yeah, rub that prostrate. Oh yeah, push, rub it.
Okay, very good. Now, the reason why I played that is because I've got another clip here. I don't know if we've played this one. This could be the same couple. I don't know. It's entitled, Bend Over, Bitch, Mama's Got a Surprise.
Bend over, slut. I'm gonna butt fuck you.
It sounds familiar. But I'm not entirely sure we've played this. The woman's got a strap on. She's going to fuck this dude.
All you women eat your heart out.
It sounds
this man's got the cutest butt in the state.
Well, no, it does sound bitch. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm talking all over this. You really need to. You need to hear this.
All you women eat your heart out. This man's got the cutest butt in the state.
What are you doing to me, bitch? Oh, bitch, you're fucking me with that tongue. In the head.
You like that tongue fucking.
I don't recall that at all. The tongue fucking. I seem to recall some penetration with a dildo.
Feels like it's coming out my belly. You slut.
He says it feels like it's coming out of his belly. She's got her tongue buried so far in his asshole.
Oh, God, you're big. Your strap-on's big.
The bigger the better. Keep that butt stretched.
You're fucking me.
That way it's ready to fuck. When I'm ready. To butt fuck you.
You fucking bitch, you get off. We want a strap on.
Wow, what a weird couple. Not for what they're doing, just how they look. They're like middle-aged, just weird. Like my parents doing this.
My bitch is kinky. Fucking Harley bitch is kinky.
That's what you get for being a woman thief.
She's a Harley bitch.
So kinky Harley bitch.
You fucking getting off, ain't you, bitch?
Close already. Are you jealous?
You coming again, are you? Oh, you're having a big one. Oh, you're slamming.
I love that couple, man. The Prostrate man and the Harley bitch. It's a new television show I'm pitching. It's along the same lines as Scarecrow and Mrs. King. It's a retelling of that brilliant television series. Listen, ever since that black and white bit, it's just been my Sideshow members listening. It's another one of our cutoff shows. So, non-paying members got 15 or 20 minutes of programming. And now you guys got to hear all of those audio clips. We're going to do news stories and voicemails. And it's all because you guys are Sideshow members. So fuck the free side, idiots. All right, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Guys, thank you so much again for being Sideshow members. Really do appreciate it. I just want to mention Adam and Eve. I know I talked about them a little bit earlier in the week after Sextastic Tuesday, but I want you guys to take advantage of that 50% off for Valentine's Day. I think it's an awesome idea. Get your girlfriend or boyfriend something a little sexy, some lube, adult DVDs, vibrators, toys for guys, toys for girls, costumes, all that sort of good stuff. 50% off just about any item using coupon code FREAK or DV at checkout. And if you're alone this Valentine's Day, why not drown your sorrows in some, solo sex play? There's stuff to shove in your cunt, ladies and guys. They've got fleshlights and pocket pussies. Go there right now, adamandeve.com, coupon code FREAK or DV at checkout. You'll get just about any item for 50% off. They're also going to throw in 3 free adult DVDs that you get to choose, and you're going to get a mystery gift. All that's going to be sent to you free of charge. No shipping charges whatsoever. Go to adamandeve.com, again, coupon code FREAK or DV. All right, 3 quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, an embarrassing situation for one receptionist over there in the UK. Office girl Melanie Anderson had a graphic email chat with her fiancé about their sex life, then sent it to colleagues by mistake. I wonder when they met and how long they've been engaged, because they're still sending sexy emails to one another. Isn't that sort of the first thing to go as a relationship matures? At first it's all about sex and you're sending, texts and everything, very sexy, and then the texts stop. You're still having sex and everything, but, you're not mentioning it in correspondence all the time. And then you get married, and then the sex slows down, and then a few years later, it's every, fucking month you're getting laid, not every week, or every other day. Oh, it's awful. Relationships are the worst. They're real boner killers. There's a Tim Henson quote for you. Relationships, real boner killers. Tweet that. All right, Melanie bombarded handsome, sexy Eric Nice with saucy comments from the reception desk at the oil services firm firm where they work. And his red-hot replies included lines like, "I love making love to you, and I loved our session last night." But the pair were left absolutely mortified when Melanie accidentally fired off the whole conversation to their coworkers. Within a few hours, their chat had been sent to other oil firms and was trending on Twitter. They exchanged emails all yesterday morning before Melanie sent a brief message to colleagues at Integrated Subsea Services to tell them the sandwich van had arrived, but she failed to notice it included her and Eric's emails. HR Director Bruce Webster said they are absolutely mortified and apologize for any offense caused. The couple, who are due to wed this year, were not available for comment last night. The pair began emailing each other at 9:48 a.m., shortly after the workday started. She was already bored sending emails. The receptionist asked Eric in her email, "Yo, douche, what you saying? XXX. Okay, they're a little trashy. He replied, "Hee hee, sexy fucker, I fancy you too." Eric then said, "I love making love to you. It's ace." She replied, "Good, because I totally fancy you." A short time later, Eric states, "I loved our session last night. It was ace." And she replied, "As do I, you handsome, sexy husband." Eric is believed to have proposed to his girlfriend last year. She chats about wedding plans on the email and says they're getting hitched in 310 days. Oh, isn't that just like a woman? Counting down the days. You're hundreds of days away. Calm the fuck down. A lot can happen in that time. You could get in a horrific car wreck. You could find out he's cheating on you, or he's into some weird sex stuff you weren't aware of. You shouldn't be counting down the days to your wedding. You should be using that time to your advantage. Stalking him, hiring private investigators. Find out what this creep is really into. If you didn't know, I am really good at relationships. All of them end in disaster. All right, where are we at here? By the afternoon, the news had spread around Twitter. One Twitter user asked, "Anyone know when the sandwich van is coming?" Another one posted, "Day off work, but logged into my work email and have been sent the sandwich van email. Oh, the shame." Eric works as a senior inspection coordinator at Integrated Subsea Services. He owns NIS Subsea Ltd., or NIS Subsea, I don't know what that is. One colleague said Eric left work early when something urgent cropped up. She added, "It's not nice, it's bad." So there you go. And is this the first story? Jesus Christ. All right, second story we have for you today. This one also comes from the UK. A hospital has apologized after a baby was found with dummy taped to its face. Now, when I first read this headline, I thought it was, the hospital was apologizing after a baby was found with a dummy taped to its face, like a ventriloquist dummy, like the little wooden puppets. The tape was on the baby's cheek, and then stuck on was a wooden head or something. But apparently, I think what they're saying here is that the baby had tape on its face with the word dummy on it, you see. An NHS hospital already being investigated for failing to care for its patients has apologized after a baby was found with a dummy. No, that's right, with a dummy taped to its face. Is that what a dummy is? What is a dummy? Or is it like, when I think of dummy, I think, a ventriloquist dummy. Maybe in the UK, dummy means something else. Like elevator, like lift means elevator, or crisps mean potato chips, or whatever. I don't know. All right, Mid-Staffordshire NHS Foundation Trust has said it has suspended a member of staff following the incident involving the 4-month-old baby boy. Police are also investigating the incident following a complaint about the treatment of the child. Colin Ovington, director of nursing, said the incident was exceptional. It's brilliant, but felt proud of his staff because they were able to report on the occurrence. Yes. Way to make lemonade out of lemons. He added, "We have a zero-tolerance approach to poor patient care, and we take immediate, appropriate..." I like they have zero tolerance, but, it has happened multiple times. "Appropriate action as soon as we know about any potential serious incident. One of our recent incidents involved a dummy that was found taped onto a baby's face. We cannot emphasize strongly enough that the incident is exceptional, and we apologize again to the family." A spokesman for the Staffordshire Police, or Staffordshire, said officers from our Protecting Vulnerable People department. That sounds like a made-up thing. Are at the very early stages of investigating a complaint concerning the treatment of a baby boy. The baby boy, who was 4 months old at the time, was not harmed. We are liaising. I've never once used that word in my life. Liaison? I've used that one, but never what did I just say that was? Liaising. Liaising. Liaision, I guess. Wouldn't it be liaisoning? We are liaisoning closely with his family. No, we're liaising. Sounds lazy. That's what it sounds like to me. We are liaising closely with his family and the family and the NHS Trust concerning the matter. The hospital is already at the center of a public inquiry into serious failings in the treatment of its patients between 2005 and 2009. The review is due to be published on February 6th. A separate report by the Healthcare Commission in 2009 revealed between 400 and 1,200 more people died than what is considered normal. Don't go to that hospital. It's also recently emerged the trust has paid out more than $1 million in compensation to 120 victims of abuse or their families. So there you go. By the way, I looked up dummy. That's what the crazy Brits call a pacifier. The story's not nearly as interesting now. I thought a fucking doll was attached to its the baby's head. No. It's just a stupid pacifier, which makes sense. I would totally do that if I worked in a hospital and there were like tons of babies around. You know how babies are with their pacifiers. They take them out of their mouth and they throw them on the floor. And then you know, if there's tons of babies, you don't know which pacifier goes to which baby. So you just, stick it on their head. Tape the pacifier to their cheek. You'll never lose it. You'll never misplace it. All right, final story we have for you today. This one comes from Chicago. A Crete Township woman is out on bond on charges she beat another woman with a baseball bat when plans for an S&M-themed photo shoot went awry. Did it really go awry? This woman apparently made it work. Kimberly J. Williams, 45, was charged with one count of aggravated battery for striking the victim more than 20 times with a wooden softball bat. Will County Police said a 48-year-old New Lenox woman recently met Williams on the domination/submission website, and Williams asked about taking sexually explicit photos to send to her master, who is overseas. I think this woman has fallen for some sort of Nigerian email scam. All right, the woman met at a restaurant on the night of January 15th before going back to have drinks and talk at Williams' trailer. After the victim and Williams discussed being a dominatrix, she reportedly became angry and irrational. She's a mean drunk, probably. Grabbing the woman's purse and refusing to let her leave. At around 1:15 a.m., she punched the woman before grabbing a baseball bat by the door and hitting her with it. The victim ran outside and began screaming for help. Maybe this is all part of their, S&M play, which caused neighbors. The problem is only one person is aware of it. The other one is scared for her life. All right, the victim ran outside and began screaming for help, which caused neighbors to call police. Trailers are very close to one another. You scream just a little bit, and the whole neighborhood's up. The victim was taken by ambulance to St. James Hospital in Chicago Heights, where a golf ball-sized lump on her forehead was examined. I hope they got a picture of that. It ended up being the police who took these S&M photos. Her wrist was also broken. Police arrested Williams, even though she told deputies it was the New Lenox woman who had attacked her. She was released that evening after posting $500 bond. It's always funny to me when they say that. Like, where's the big fucking golf ball-sized lump on your head, bitch? Records show William was arrested for domestic battery in 2010 after she went after her brother and sister-in-law after an argument. So there you go. That, my friends, is your distorted news for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, this is the last time I will get to hear from you guys this week.
Hey, Timmy Boo, this is Solid. Calling once again to check in with my buddy Tim, who's in a wheelchair, shot by Tone Deaf Sean.
Yeah.
Sitting in the fucking prolapse hospital. But anyway.
Strip Club DJ tried to, I couldn't understand this last one that he sent in. I don't have it in front of me. But occasionally he tries his hardest to get people on the radio to mention me. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like, I didn't understand the last one he sent to me. That's why I didn't play it for you guys. Just recently, this past week, I think.
I was listening to the show that you did on Friday the 4th of this brand new year. Happy New Year to you, Jigoo. Hey, I'm very impressed with your scientific prowess about global warming.
Thank you.
Now, I think you have the right idea about, spray painting the grass or getting some genetic scientist to make...
I was on FARC today, and one of the headlines, I didn't read the story, but some guy has a brilliant idea of turning CO2 emissions into alcohol or something.
Make all the grass.
I have the second dumbest idea to help global warming.
White. Now, I also think that we should pave the roads. They should paint the roads white and have, black streaks down the middle of them.
No, it should be completely reflective. Could you imagine that? Just the sheer amount of accidents that would cause. Having like a mirror-like finish to the roads.
We should also put that white paint all over people's roofs, so to reflect all that sunlight back. But I think the biggest thing about global warming is that...
it's a lie.
Let me give you an example. So you get, in an 8x5 concrete room, right? And you're the only one in there. It's fucking cold like jail, So then you stick, 20 people in there. Well, the heat starts to rise. So I think that's exactly what's happening to our planet. There are too many people. We need to begin to depopulate. And
the reason why the Earth's temperature is rising is because people are giving off too much heat. Okay? See? It's not just me who's a complete retard. My listeners are idiots, too. All right. Makes sense to me, though.
Hi, Tim. This is Cranium here, and I have an idea for selling... Well, I heard the voicemail today on, January 9th or 10th. Okay. It'll probably be December by the time you get this. Anyway,
shut up.
Idea for monetizing the Sideshow shows, by selling them for, individual price.
Yeah.
So check it out. The idea would be this.
Check it.
You take, at the end of the free shows or in the show notes, you put a link, just a bit like a bit.ly URL or something, that redirects to one of these sites that the indie musicians have where you can sell your song through them, right? They accept PayPal. Oh, what do you know? Who else uses PayPal? Timmy, Shaniqua, Drag Queen Henson.
Mm-hmm.
And so, then boom, there you go. Easy.
How much did I sell it for? $1?
Easy, beautiful, cover boo.
Okay, thank you. That might not be a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe some episodes I'll do it that way. I don't know.
Hey, Tim, I remember Kenny here saying that I just got done watching Birdemic. And you remember when you had a trailer for that movie?
I remember.
That trailer did not even do the movie justice. It is the worst movie I have ever seen. And I really hope it's trying to take itself seriously because that would make it even funnier. But, I can't even explain it.
It's hard for me to believe that they made that movie with a straight face in this day and age. Because, we've seen it so many times. These people on YouTube who we laugh at because they're ridiculous and taking themselves seriously. So I think maybe the new formula is to act like you're taking yourself seriously, right? Do it with a straight face, but really kind of be in on the joke in the end. And that's, I think, why people are watching Birdemic, because it is so awful.
Hey, what's up, Tim? This is Sideshow member CJ from Seattle, and just got a quick movie recommendation for you. I've actually called and left this on the voicemail line before, but I'm not sure if it played. It's called God Bless America. And it's a movie by Bobcat Goldthwait.
I saw the trailer for it, and did I start watching that or not? But yeah, it looks really good.
And everybody wrote it and directed it, and it is right up your alley.
Yeah.
I think you'd really like it. And also, I
think the synopsis, and forgive me if I have some of the details wrong, but this guy is, I guess, diagnosed. I think he loses his job, maybe, and then he's sort of like diagnosed with cancer or some illness or something, so he's going to die, and he decides to just take out everyone that annoys him. So he sees he was watching this reality television show, and there's just these awful people on there, and he goes and he shoots them, kills them dead. And then there's some little girl that he befriends, She helps him.
I sent a silly theme song for myself, man. I'm not sure if you got it or if you just thought that it was too stupid.
Oh, well, no, I did not get that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I have my email loaded up here. CJ, oh, here it is, theme song. I don't know if I've ever played this. Let's take a listen to CJ's theme song here. All my listeners have their own intros now. Spiral Handfucker. That's actually not bad. I like that. Burping. I think, quite frankly, it's better than Spiral Hamfucker. Spiral Hamfucker made his own intro as well. This is the short version.
Spiral Hamfucker.
And my origins are unknown.
Spiral Hamfucker.
Look, I'm in LA getting stoned.
That one's not so bad either. They're pretty good intros. All right, let's continue on here.
Hey, faggot.
Oh.
So
he needs his own intro. I don't know what we call him, the faggot man.
Hey, faggot.
Yeah.
So it's been about 2 months since you mentioned Joe's relationship status. Well, 2 months since you're getting to this now, since you're so fucking late on voicemails. How's Joey doing with his
Broke
relationship?
Up. They're done.
Did it crash and fail like you predicted?
Yep.
Ended horribly?
Yep, it did. I was 100% right on that prediction. All right. What is that all you have to say?
And you should play some more 4 pounds, Tim. Let's never forget.
Never forget. That's right. Okay. Maybe I'll do that on Monday. Look up 4 pounds.
Good, Tim. This is Rob from Cleveland.
If anyone wants to help out, search for some new 4 pounds tracks.
Good, Tim. This is Rob from Cleveland, or Kanye Reeves. Whatever. Hey, I got a couple of things to talk to you about real quick. Hey, on Netflix, there's a new movie called Clean Flicks, which I think you brought it up before. It's about a company that sanitizes. It's a rental movie company that sanitizes movies for Christian viewers. Like they'll take, like a PG-13 or R-rated movie and just completely like G-rated shit like that. Anyways, I'm watching it right now. It's pretty interesting. Here's a suggestion for the show. You keep bringing up your aunt, that like keeps like shitting herself.
Yeah.
You call your mom. Why don't you start calling up your aunt? You have her on the show, talking about like shit and shit.
Well, yeah, my mom even suggests that, and my aunt said she'd be willing to talk to me on the phone. But the thing is, I always hear about it from my mom. Like when I'm talking to my mom on the phone, she'll be like, "Oh, your aunt shit herself again." And I'm like, "Wait, don't tell me anymore. I got to get you on the show." So maybe next time that happens, I'll just call my aunt up and talk to her directly. The women in my life, they all shit themselves. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, God.
Oh yeah, rub that prostrate. Oh yeah, rub that.
Spread the distortion. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Very important. Hey, we were on the What's Hot section on iTunes. We're rating and reviewing us or downloading the show, so let's try this. I want each and every one of you to give us a 5-star rating. Let's see if we can get into the What's Hot section in the top podcast once again. That really does help the show out. I will see you back on Monday to kick off a new week of programs. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody!
Ba 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 ba